This year's legislative session will be over. Some bills made it, some did not. And Chief Political Reporter Susan Raff is live outside the House chamber with what's happening in these final minutes and the takeaway from this year's session. Susan, very busy night there.
A very busy night. You know, this is the night that a lot of people come to the Capitol because they want to mark the end of the session. And tonight we have a look at some of the bills that did make it, some of those that didn't, and why we're going to see plenty of new faces next year. This year's legislative session is coming to a close.
There's always disappointment. I mean, I think we all get elected to office with an ambition and a desire and a goal to do a whole lot more than we can otherwise accomplish.
At the start of every legislative session, there are priorities. This year, it was expanding paid sick time. The new law requires all companies, regardless of size, to offer 40 hours. And now there are additional incentives to create more housing. But a big push to get something done on climate change simply ran out of steam. Another bill to address artificial intelligence didn't make it either.
We wanted to do a budget. We wanted to do our job of providing a balanced budget and keeping the promise of fully funding special education.
Higher education will get a big chunk of money. Republicans wanted more for K through 12. When the session ends, it will now be campaign season. All of the House and Senate seats are up for grabs this November.
He wanted me to run for a seat, and I basically said, "Are you nuts?"
After more than 20 years, Peter Terziak has decided not to run again. He won the seat vacated by his father. He's most proud of pushing to get campaign finance reform. For him, being a state legislator has been rewarding. And his other real job? Peter has been a nurse.
I have plenty of complaints. I don't have any complaints that are causing me to think of leaving. It's just time for that chapter.
Altogether, 9 state representatives and 1 state senator have decided not to seek re-election. There was also rumor tonight that Governor Lamont would address the General Assembly, which is customary. He did so last year, but the governor just left the state capitol moments ago. As for lawmakers, they'll be back in January. We're live at the state capitol in Hartford tonight. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Susan, quite a season again there at the Capitol. Thank you very much.